day, another stream. Right now, all I'm up to is I'm just relaxing right now in the bedroom. I just got through also eating dinner as well, so yeah. But if anybody on here is new, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber or mod who's been here previously, welcome back. Let me turn this down just a little bit for you guys. Just so that way y'all can hear me off the bat through. But yeah. So also feel free to like and subscribe on here so that way you can be up to date on everything that's going on the channel, because I would hate for anyone on here to either miss a live stream or worst case scenario a video that comes out. I would just hate in that case if somebody just missed it, and I don't want to be that person who does that to everybody. So just be sure you are hitting the subscribe button so you can get all of those notifications and all of those updates like immediately. And just so everyone is aware, y'all are the to those who have subscribed, y'all are the only ones who get notified. No one else outside of us, unless if they subscribe, then they will. So anyway, yeah, but we're just relaxing though at the moment, and I'm also trying to recover from my leg pain too, and also just to give everyone an update. I mean, today it still hurts a bit, but it's not like too bad. That's only a step close from it going back to normal and all that. So and also I do have my lamp on, which I think y'all see. Yeah, y'all did see the new lamp that's now on here. Right now I only have it on the low setting right now, just because I don't turn on my lamp until 10, just so that way the lamp that's over there can get a break, because y'all, it's on from the moment I wake up until basically until like 10 p.m. And then this lamp comes on from 10 p.m. all the way up to 2 a.m. because I'm up all the way. Like basically I'm up till 2 in the morning. But that's because that's because so I can't speak. I don't have to be up at the crack of dawn often as of right now until otherwise. And just doesn't make sense. But and plus, like I said, if it's a day where I know that I don't have something that's planned that day that requires me to get up anywhere earlier than I would get up, like for example Sundays when I go to church on Sundays, except for basically except for Sunday, this past Sunday, because I haven't this Sunday I didn't go to church because my leg pain was still, my pain was still active, and it was just too much still at the time, so I just took a day off, but also took just a Sunday off, so that way I can just let it recover and not have to, because y'all, the last thing on my mind on that day should just be me recovering than me having to work my legs for hours. I'm doing good. What about you, Mel? It's been a minute since you've been in here. Let's go look at the first like in the chat. But yeah. Yeah, and y'all, honestly, I've had this leg pain since Saturday. Since Saturday. But it's the fact that Halloween, which was Friday, I worked for my church's Halloween festival that night from 6 to 8, but technically 5:30 to 8 because we had to get there by 5:30 to get in place and then look over our instructions for our station, so that way we would know how to instruct everybody on that. And so, yeah. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Mel. Yeah, that's who I was for Halloween this year. Because, y'all, for anyone who's wondering, by the way, how I came up with it, for reference, y'all, I was just looking at ideas through Amazon, and also, y'all, for reference, I'm a plus-size girl on things, okay? So, whenever it comes to, online clothes shopping or anything like that, I usually will be putting plus size in front of it, so that way I can, because, yeah, it's weird, because for me, and also here's the weird part too, is online for me, I would have to, wear a size up, and then in person, it fits normally. It's just weird, for example, sites like Amazon and store websites, my normal true to size will just fit smaller for some reason, but it's not a big fuss for me. And so, of course, with Amazon, I'm having to look up plus size and make sure that there's a 3XL, because normally I wear a 2 and stuff like that, but it's only one size difference, which is not a big deal. But yeah. And so, of course, y'all, when I was looking through Amazon to find a good costume, of course, the plus size ones would be either too expensive, the costume itself that's plus size related, the price of it would be not in my price range I'm going for, or I would just see reviews that aren't given the best details, And so, y'all, it took 2 days just to find that costume, y'all. And so when I saw it, I'm like, let me look at reviews and see what people are saying about it. And I've gotten people both saying I think both 5s on it. And and luckily it was a good price too. And so thankfully I was able to buy that one, and it came in around a good timeline too. It came on time as well. And then we wore it that I know of, and it did really well. Even though the fact it was pretty wrinkly from it being in the package for those days, and also it's kind of, and it was funny, I was hoping that the wrinkles would be somewhat, they kind of would be better by a few days, but they just were not. So I'm like, let's just spray it down, just see. I mean, it got a couple of them. I'll tell you guys that. It got a couple of the wrinkles out, but not all of it. I kind of hate that. I kind of hate when that happens, though. When you're trying to get it out on time, but also you're trying to see results quicker. Especially for occasions like that. It's like, you know. And so, luckily, I'm so thankful, y'all, that no one did not even see that in between, because, y'all, if somebody spotted all of that, oh, I would go crazy. Like, I would have lost my mind in my head about it. And so, thankfully, it did somewhat well. But, yeah, and also, y'all, by the way, my hairstyle I did for that costume, I actually looked up her hairstyle on YouTube, how to do it step by step, so that way it could be somewhat decent, but also easy enough for my hair to hold. So, of course, it kind of was like back and forth, and also the same thing with her makeup too. Like, it basically, like, the video I watched was it showing what her makeup looks like in the character, and then also her hair too, and how to even style it so that way you can look similar to her when you dress up in front of everybody. Yes, candy corn is really good. And actually, Mel, while we're speaking on that category, so when I was working on Halloween, what's really cool about these events, y'all, is there's different stations you can do, especially when you sign up though, too. And so I did what was called candy corn bowling, which is the same thing as bowling, y'all, but the only difference is the cones are color coded as candy corn, which is really cool. It was neat. It was really cool too, because we had like a medium to small size ball that shaped into a bowling ball, but not like heavy. It was more like lightweight, that, you know, like kids can just hold and not have to pull their muscle on, which is the best part. And then they just got to bowl straight away. But how we said, but the way we instructed was, so you bowl like you would bowl, right? But the plot twist of it for us was, if kids knocked over pins, what they have to do is, after they knock the pins down, count how many pins they knocked over specifically, and then how many pins they knocked over total is the amount of candy they get to pick out from, like, these white tubs we had. Like, at each station, we all each had like those white, kind of like, what I say, those like kind of decent white tubs that you can get and all that. And so yeah, it was like those like white like cylinder kind of ones you can get anywhere. And it was, and y'all, it was packed. Like, it was packed and they're worth of them all. And so, yeah, oh my gosh, crazy. Oh, really? Are you really thinking you're even around then? But, yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, because I had to be there, like, kind of the rundown too, though, y'all, was everyone who was working it had to be there by, like, 5:30, just so we could, hang on, sorry, this, my charger's caught in the dang tire, so give me just a minute, but, oh, here we go, oh, come on, hang on, sorry y'all, just a moment, is being stupid, here we go, now it's this other one, it's frustrating. Okay, finally, you guys. Sorry, my charger was literally under my chair. Anyone knows how that goes. But anyway, like I was about to say before that happened, yeah. So we all had to get there by 5:30, so that we all can get in our stations we need to be located at and get it set up. And then at one point we had to go over because our pastor prayed over us and hoped all this to go well, which it did. And then after that, it got back in place and just waited until kids showed up at like 6 when it kicked off. But y'all, it was crazy in there. Like, there were a ton of kids that showed up. Like, even though altogether this was like my second year doing something like this, but this was my first year at this church I've done it, because this is now the church I go to. And so this is the first year I participated there. And for my first year, there was a lot as well. But yeah. And also, y'all, I did not think I was gonna be sore by the next day. But also that would cause it to be, like that would cause me to be sore for like, at least from like that Saturday all the way through now. Like, I'm still a little bit sore right now, but not nearly as bad like it's been. Like, y'all, I can say this. I was like my sore jaw was from, it would hurt, even it kind of still does. Like, it would hurt, from sitting, standing, bending, all that. Like, it would hurt so bad. Like, for example, if I was picking up something that I had to grab, or if I was trying to sit down, or just anything like that, honestly, oh y'all, my legs would hurt so bad. It even kinda does. Like, it was wild. So, yeah, it was pretty crazy to keep up with that. And so, yeah, like I said, it's basically things from sitting, standing, squatting, all that, like we all do throughout the day. But yeah. Yep. Exactly. But yeah. But yeah, it's crazy though, y'all. Just saying. Yeah, like, for example, I'm in my sets right now. And y'all, I'll just say this, I love these pajama sets. Like, what's funny is, y'all, I have seen everyone through, like, social media or YouTube itself wear sets and, like, wear, like, colors within this category. But I really saw, like, when I first ever saw this set in general, was they wore the black kind, y'all. Like, some of them were wearing the short sleeve dress kind a bunch, and some were just wearing like this. And y'all, just love these, because y'all, it pops out my age really well for someone who's 20, but also it gives that cute, attractive energy out of me. And also, it's really good too. So, like, for example, when I have my boyfriend out here and I'm so happy to wear it, it gives off that cute little hot chick moment. Something where it's cute, but something where it's not gonna be like cray cray. But it just pops out. And so, yes, I'm excited for Thanksgiving. Now, I will say something that's exciting on top of that. My boyfriend will be out here once again the week of. So, he'll be out here from the 22nd all the way up till the 29th. So, he gets to be out here for a second year for Thanksgiving, which I'm pumped. And also, he and I are getting to go to church together the next day, which is the 23rd. And this is his second time now. Well, for me, I've went for like four and a half months straight, almost 5, like almost 5 months in like a couple weeks. Just crazy. So I am very excited though. Hang on, take this off for a minute. But yeah, I'm very excited though. And then also we'll get to just relax together and just I can feel like I'm in the moment again and just feel at ease. Because for reference, y'all, when he's out here, y'all, we're cuddling half the time. Like, we're just chilling for a lot of it. So, hang on. I've got all these in front. But yeah. So, but yeah, basically, I'm very excited though. But yeah, when he's out here though, y'all, majority we are cuddling in here a lot, relaxing. Occasionally we're talking just normal. And all the things. But yeah, like really one of the main things I am looking forward to is us cuddling and I can just drift my mind off and just let loose. Because y'all, I will say this. Whenever I feel like when we're cuddling, I feel like honestly, y'all, I can say it's the same way that kind of my ex did with a little bit of it. Is I feel like he takes all of my stress and pain away off the bat. Just because it's like, for example, when I was firstly dating, it took a while for my ex and me to kind of do something affectionate, which was hand holding. So he and I would just hold hands in the hallway during the school day. So we would be like we would be going to fourth period that year a lot. And I think it was November he started to hold hands or so, I think. It took him a little bit. But yeah, I think it was November he started that. And so yeah, for some reason when he and I were holding hands, I felt that same relief too. Like I felt like stress, pain, anything coming was gone. But then to feel it even like to feel it 1,000 times better with AJ, oh my gosh. Like y'all, I will say this. AJ, y'all, has fallen asleep twice in the middle of us cuddling. Like, for real. Like, it's so cute though. But y'all, the first time he ever fell asleep when we were cuddling. I'm gonna turn my fan off for a minute. It's freezing in here. But the first time he ever fell asleep, just in general with me, it was so funny. It was 4th of July. And it was like, I think it was like an hour or two excuse me, godly, it was like an hour or two before. Okay, like I was saying, it was like an hour or two before before he and I were going over to um our neighborhood clubhouse that we have where people can stay if they wanted to. But we also hold like event stuff um, like Christmas, 4th of July, things like that. Um, and so, um, it was funny. He and I were just on the bed, and the funny part, y'all, was we both were sitting on opposite sides. So I was sitting where he sits, and he was sitting where I would always be on, which is the left. But y'all, I'm always on the left side. He's right side. A lot. And the funny part was at one point, a certain thought came in my head that I was just randomly thinking towards myself or just popped up. And all of a sudden I go to ask him or just tell him it that I was saying, that I was thinking of at the time. And y'all, and it answers, so I kind of repeat myself a little bit. And y'all, little did I know, I went to check to see what was happening. Y'all, he was knocked out. Like, he knocked out twice on me. And it was so cute. Like, it was so cute though. Like, yo, I actually wanted to go crazy because in my head, I knew I wasn't going insane. Like, I wasn't. Because I have seen this in videos before. And knowing that the fact that I got to experience this for first in July, oh my gosh, it was crazy. And then fast forward in August was the same too, but again, we were actually on the right sides this time. He was on the right, I was on the left. I was kind of with him like normal. I think I was again asking him something, or just it just felt really, really good for a while. And also, I do hear like a little bit of sound going on, like the world, and I gotta look up, y'all. It happened again, but y'all, when it happens for the second time, y'all, I wanted that same reaction in my head to happen again, which I was going crazy again in my head. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the second time it's happened. Which, and even I think honestly though, the second time, y'all, I was like, thank you God. Like, I literally had that thought in my head. I'm like, thank you Lord. Because in that moment, I just knew that he was my soulmate, he was the one, and that this just goes to show that he is protecting me, but also just making me feel safe right there. Because that's what it means, y'all, when either one of us or both of us fall asleep by each other. It's a sign that you feel safe with that person and you love them like crazy and all the good stuff like that. It was crazy though. For it to happen twice in a row was wild. Like, it was actually crazy. But yeah, I'll be right back, so give me just a minute. Okay, hey you guys, I'm back. Oh, and hey there. How are you doing? I see that you're new. I'm doing well. How about you? AK, that's what we're gonna call you for short. Welcome. I see that you're new here. Hopefully, you're doing well yourself. But to everyone who's been waiting on me for like a minute, I'm back. I just had to use the restroom, which that's important. But like I was saying a few minutes ago, but yeah, y'all, it was wild. Knowing the fact that the second time, my boyfriend passed out with me on him. Even though I kind of, with me not really passed out on him, but like, rested my eyes, because I just felt like I had that really like good feeling sensation to just drift and just feel the moment happen, and it just felt really good. And actually, I do have a pic of that happening. But yeah, it's just too cute. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So, hang on. Turn it on for like 5 minutes. And then around 10, I'll turn that back on. But yeah, it was really cute. Give me just a minute. But yeah. Just knowing the fact that it happened both of those times was crazy. But yeah. So, yeah. Anywho, just relaxing on you guys. Yeah. But yeah, we're just chilling out, y'all. So, anyway. Hang on, let me fix my angle. But yeah. So, and yeah, you guys, like I said, fit check of the night here is my black pajama set. Which, yeah, there's different versions of this, by the way. Like, there's this version that's a shirt and shorts version. There's another version that's a long sleeve dress version. And then a, short sleeve dress version, which is what I got, is the, short sleeve dress version plus this version. And there's also a shirt and pants version that's like thick, that's like softer coat, and that's actually, you know, that one would do really well like during the winter months, like the months where it gets way more colder than fall does. But for example, this version, the dress version, and I don't have the long sleeve dress anymore, but this version and the short sleeve dress version are lightweight, like are very lightweighted, and then the shirt and pants are more softer, thicker. They're like a little bit thick on the outside version, and also they're a little bit lightweight on the inside of them. So, but yeah, they're really cute and stylish to wear, especially because, you know, but yeah, y'all, this version's really, like, honestly though, y'all, this version's really good. a pajama to get. If you if you're wanting to get certain pajamas that are more cuter, like you want like a different style version, but something to where it doesn't look plain style to you, these I highly recommend. Like, I just recommend them because they're cute, stylish, and they pop out your age really well. Like, first of all, you can be 20 like me, you can be 40, 30, 50, or even below 20. Like, you could be 13 to 18 and 19 wearing it. But also, you could be in your 60s plus wearing it, and you still look good in it no matter what. And also, it just like I said, it pops out your age really well. So,